I think it's recording now, and okay, let's get started. I hope my voice comes through. Maybe my image comes through. I don't know. It's not showing. Anyway, so if you can see the screen, you're on the school website, main page. Select New, Post. It just came from the post office. I sent the package with the wrong address, and then I thought it was here, but the package was in Coburg, so wasted 2 hours of my life. Anyway, so see that you have title. You can add the title here, so I'm just gonna do test better formatting, and then just scroll down until you go past this rectangle, and here's where it gets interesting. So here you have so many tools that you wouldn't know what to do with it. So let's just do an easy example, and then I'll do another video with a more complex stuff. So wrapper is like a container of everything you do. So select wrapper, full wrapper, and then this is like a secondary wrapper. And on this one, if I want to do like 2 columns or 3 columns, just select the right one. For this example, it'll be just the one. So I select it, and then I want to add some elements. Like I click elements, and I say I want to put a big title, nice, different from the title above. Title, and then I want a space, and then I want okay, let's just see what we have at the moment. So we have the wrapper, this next 1 column, and the title. So I'm going to drag and drop this one inside the wrapper, and the title inside the 1 column thing. So now this new system, you can edit it. You can edit all of them by selecting the little pen with the, that is when you hover near the top left corner. And if you click, you see title, better than yesterday. And if you need a caption, otherwise you just delete, and here you can change all these things like the style, if you want it in the center, if you want an icon next to it, typography, you get to choose the size, how thick the font, a lot of things. Color and spacing. Spacing is usually in web design, you have a margin and padding. For now, don't worry about it, just let's keep going. And so now we have a title. So, and then I put a space. Remember that space? You can increase that space or decrease that space. See, if you want a lot of space, say 50 instead of 30, or if you want a little space, you can say 10. Save. Now I'm going to use a text box. So look for text box, and now you have a text box. So I'm going to put the text box under the title. This will take, it should have been under the space. So space goes there, and then the title. So this will take you a little while to, it's still taking me a little while to get used to how, when you drag and drop, to drag and drop in the right spot. So now I have my text box, and let's see if I have some. No, I don't have any. Let's see. Alright, so there is where you type a nice bit of text. Here you can have different types of formatting. Say if you want this to be a link, you select and type a link. Type the link, www, or you might want to do it completely like http / column www, whatever. Or you can have a list, bulleted, numbered list. Anyway, you can explore this typography. So you have heaps more options with this system. Okay, so next, another example of something that you can do. You can do, again, more titles. You can do tabs. Start a new one, like a testing, like a practice one, and you can try and see what all of these little tools do. You can set audio, you can put video from here, a widget, I'll explain that later. So a promo box, opening hours, a newsletter, image. Let's do one that is so see, huge image, but say always I'm going to drop it inside the blue wrapping thing. See there. Now I can select the image, and if the image is in the library, fine. If not, you have to upload it from your computer. Select files. I'm gonna get this one or this one. Wash your hands. Okay. Style, color, all these little details. You can have a background. Anyway, so now we'll see a huge image. If you don't want it that big, you can either resize it before, or you can set say thumbnail size. It's better if you resize it before, because even that now is small, the weight of the picture still remains as the original. So if you want to make the page faster, resize your images before. Okay, now let's see how this one looks. Now, before you go publish, you have to now save, because you've been creating with this page builder, the gray rectangle. You have to save from here. Okay, and it says saved. Now let's click preview. We didn't do much, so it's not going to look fantastic, but at least I gave you a little tour of some of these new tools. See, you have a little bit of space. You can increase the space. You have this, and now I'm going to go back and edit. Now, above, so going back to the traditional way of making, so above the page builder, I'm pointing with the finger, and I don't think you can see that. So I'm going, okay, above where it says test beta formatting, you already have some tools here. So let me see if I can find some that, for instance, if you click the plus sign, you can have a gallery, you can have list, you have a lot of tools already on this above. The page builder has more specific tools, but you have already a lot of tools on this one. So say formatting or layout. See, you can have columns, buttons, and something that sometimes is useful is going back to the formatting option and click table, and you have the option of how many columns and rows. So usually it's not recommended for layout purposes, but it's recommended if you have numerical data or some kind of list that you want to organize well, but you can use it for layout purposes if you like. Okay, now done. Preview, and I should be able to see the table. I am not, maybe I didn't. All right, again, create table, I forgot that. Create table, now you can see the table. And you have some options for the table, okay? This new way of formatting for web pages is really useful, even without going to the page builder ones. Now, in the page builder one, for instance, you can have dividers, you can have icon lists, and for instance, you can have something that I'm not saying do it now, but you can put a blog inside a blog. So say that you want to show something that another level did, you can select blog and say this is the blog the way it is, and this is from grade 5-6. So if you want, and this is about reading, so if you want to change that to something they did in social well-being, something like that, or math, click math, and then the one that will show is the math one. Okay, and if you preview, save it and preview it. Okay, so this gives you a lot of tools, but still you have to use them carefully and nicely. They will not give you designer skills by themselves. You have to kind of use some common sense and yeah. So see, this is now the blog, and I can see that blog inside your post. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here, and just let me know if you want something very specific. So instead of giving you like a tour of a lot of things, maybe you want something specific. Just give me, let me know exactly what you want. After this one, I'm going to do one about reducing the file size of video and capturing using BB Flashback. All right, see you soon. Where is pause?